Jaden, just give a smile. Gather around, loves, because the way things are going, let's just say Hollywood needs to be rated today. The spotlight shines bright on none other than Jaden Smith, who has joined the long list of Hollywood stars done covering for Diddy. However, you might want to brace yourself because your heart will have fallen into your stomach by the time we're done. Probably the saddest part of Jaden's story is the fact that his own father, Will Smith, allegedly presented him to Diddy. To say this situation is messed up is an understatement, but here we are. Without wasting any time, let's dive into this. First off, let me just say that once I am done covering these Diddy stories, I am going to need several hours of therapy, and you might as well, because just when you think you've heard the worst, another earth-shattering bombshell drops. Once you hear the details, you might wonder if we're even living on the same earth as these people. It just keeps getting worse, and yet the trial hasn't even started. As I've already mentioned, Jaden Smith has decided that when the ship goes down, everyone is going down with it. In an unfortunate twist, this isn't just about Diddy, he's dragging his father into the mix as well. Believe it or not, Will allegedly groomed Jaden long before Diddy even got into the picture. This right here is the messiest family drama of the year 2024. Word out there is that Jaden Smith has boldly stated on record that he was exploited by both Diddy and his own father, Will. Honestly, it's no wonder he has had to endure so many challenges throughout his career. These accusations were so bizarre that at first people thought Jaden Smith had joined his parents in clout chasing. But you know things are thick when Jagger Wright comes out with receipts, standing firmly behind Jaden's every word. Now, to understand how bad this situation really is, we'll have to start from the beginning. Even before bringing in the main culprit, Diddy, let's talk about how Will introduced his son to the dark world of Hollywood. Remember, Jaden, like his siblings, are privileged Nepo babies whose lives have been anything but ordinary. While his peers were playing with building blocks, Jaden was already starring in major movies, including The Pursuit of Happiness, alongside his father. What many did not know is that this would probably be the last time Jaden would truly be happy, as things were about to take a much darker turn. The only thing Jada and Will did right was to remind their kids of the price they had to pay for being born privileged. They made their children aware of it long before they found out from anyone else that there was this expectation of them. They said, "Hey, people out there in the outside world are going to say this and that. You have to live up to our expectations of what we've done and what we've accomplished in our lives." They had that conversation with their kids early on. You'd think that after having first-hand experience in the shady side of Hollywood, Jada and Will would protect their children and keep them out of harm's way. Yet, Jaden's career ended up being just as scandalous as his parents, if not worse. They literally handed down some of their own Hollywood lessons to him. Let's just start with the fact that years after videos of Will kissing Jaden flooded the internet, Jaden began behaving in a very suggestive manner. Somehow, he managed to keep it on the down low until he started dropping hints. First, it was through his dress code, and then he said, "I just want to say Tyler, the creator, is the best friend in the world, and I love him so much. I want to tell you guys something I want to tell you. Tyler doesn't want to say, but Tyler's my boyfriend, and he's been my boyfriend my whole life. Tyler, the creator, is my boyfriend." This shocking announcement took place back in 2018 at the Camp Flog Gnaw Festival, leaving everyone's jaws on the floor. Also, is it just me, or was Tyler kind of uneasy? He waved his finger at the audience, as if to say it wasn't true. Not only that, but Jaden and Justin Bieber once caused shockwaves through the internet after numerous videos of them being a little too comfortable with each other emerged. There was a telling video of them at Coachella, where Jaden approached Justin from behind and grinded on him. Justin then went on to plant a wet one on Jaden's cheek, which was definitely not what people were expecting. No, it wasn't staged. They weren't even aware that someone was recording. Fans found their body language to be quite suspicious. Some might even say, "Come get your son, man. He is acting a fool out here. This doesn't look like straight guy vibes." They kissed and greeted like a couple, yet Jaden and Justin have never bothered to clarify their relationship when asked about it. Whenever the questions come up, it's clear neither of them wants to stick around for that conversation. All of this is to say that we might never get a clear picture of what used to happen in Jaden's bedroom. But one thing is for sure, he has some serious baggage, and Will and Jada Smith played a major role in shaping his sexual orientation. During an interview, Jaden shared, "I sense that there's a distance in terms of affection showing between the general and his son." "Is it like that at home?" he responded. "No, really, we're very affectionate." "We're very affectionate." Will chimed in, "He tried to kiss me." Then Jaden awkwardly replied, "You ever kissed your son on live television before?" Will insisted, You can kiss your son. If this is how he's acting in front of the cameras, only God and the walls of their house know what is going on behind closed doors. Will might have thought it was funny, but Jaden sure did not, especially when you look at how he avoids him during their interviews on the Ellen DeGeneres show. You'd probably be wondering why no one called him to order. Of course, Ellen DeGeneres couldn't. I mean, doesn't she have her own fair share of secrets in the closet? People were not okay with Will's actions and made their displeasure known, but you know how these celebrities are. They always think they're too woke, and the rest of us are just jealous. When you call them out, they interpret it as jealousy. Let's be clear, there is no need to kiss your son on the mouth to show him how much you love him. Doing this in public doesn't make it any less creepy. Dads don't kiss their teenage sons on the mouth. There's something more sinister going on here. Imagine if Will did this to his daughter. There's a clear double standard at play. Will went on and on defending this disturbing behavior toward Jaden, passing it off as, "I love my son," but would he have done the same thing to Willow Smith? If it's not okay to do that to his daughter, whom he loves, then why is it acceptable for Jaden? Make it make sense. But here's where things get interesting. Will was super quick to slap someone who tried to pull the same move on him. He felt offended, but Jaden was apparently supposed to laugh it off. Then there's Jagger Wright, who revealed that Jaden Smith was among the young boys Will might have taken advantage of. Honestly, the signs are there. You might wonder why he left that out of his T.K. interview. He said a lot, but he said everything except the thing that was important. Will Smith and Jaden. A lot of you are probably still figuring out how to walk straight when Will was once in hot water. Actress Alexis Arquette made waves back in the day when she revealed that Will's first marriage failed because he was sleeping around with a man. In a since-deleted Facebook post, Alexis said, "When Jada comes out as gay and her beard husband admits his first marriage ended when she walked in on him servicing his sugar daddy, Benny Medina, then I will listen to them." And then there's the drama queen herself, Trisha Paytas, who also exposed Jada for trying to forcefully have her way with her male dancers. Once the internet caught wind of it, Trisha stated, "How about worry about your daughter being naked in bed at 13 with her 20-year-old boyfriend? How about worry about your husband having his way with your male dancers when they didn't want to?" It gets worse, guys. It would have been a much different case had Will just been on the down low and interested in men. Shockingly, the truth is far more sinister. Word on the street is that Will is just as bad as Diddy, if not worse. Apparently, he forces young men into doing things against their will for his own pleasure. Will and Diddy have always had a close connection. If you recall the unfortunate incident when Will slapped Chris Rock, it was Diddy who cooled things off afterward. He said, "I did not know that this year was going to be the most exciting Oscars ever. Will and Chris are going to solve that like family at the after party. But right now, we're moving on with love." Their connection goes way back. In fact, there's a story from years ago when Will and Jada wanted to have a three-way with J.Lo, who was Diddy's girlfriend at the time. Diddy was furious when he caught wind of that and was ready to fight. He told one of his associates, "I think Will and Jay